Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He's got it to the 43 here. But you look at this Bronco defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Nance escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Randy Gregory. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Off the play fake. Nance. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And a good result there, as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can chuck one up.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Robinson up the middle. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Got a man, it's London. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hartman. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. The Broncos are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, They shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to win some games and keep moving forward.
And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This pass is caught by London. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Drake London, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll run right here with Jacobs. He'll get this up to about the 44. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Looking to throw on second down. Nance. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Nance. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Raiders first down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nance. And that's going to be incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it is caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. Oh, what a good lineman on the other side has got it. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Able to hang on to the ball this time, and in the process picks up the 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's Jacobs. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now the throw on 3rd down. Knocked away and incomplete. Also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Nance. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
To throw on third down. Nance. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Ooh, the juke. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
That's good. 4 on down for Broncos. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Myers now throwing on first down. Into the hands of London. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hartman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Broncos. A 22-yard touchdown play, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught by Williams for a Bronco touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back to the air on second down. Nance. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nance. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To throw on second down, Nance. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the gun on 3rd down, Nance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Nance. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And this pass finds its way to Williams. And now off to the races down the right side. Mike Williams. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Mike Williams, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air. And that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. Helping them throwing it downfield, creating big plays. I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Back to throw. Nance. He'll let this go for Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do, there he goes left side. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown! Drake London with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Off play action. Nance. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Nance.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
2nd and 9.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this part of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nance. And some room to maneuver. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun. Nance looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Hamler now on the return. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
95 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves. Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Robinson with another carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Aaron Browning, the one who brought him down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw. Nance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Nance. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for lops. There he goes, right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 126 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Robinson. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Second down and 8. On the give, here's Robinson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Denver, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.